So welcome back to another vlog. Of course we have our masks on inside. I can literally just go outside if I wanted to. But I just said since I'm on my own and the rest of them are going upstairs and stuff, I'll just stay here. So see you when I'm over in Clare.
Actually reached over 200 miles per hour. That's pretty incredible. The fastest recorded peregrine ever was actually a female called Frightful back in 2005, and National Geographic did a little article with her. They attached equipment on her, little scientists, and really amazing. She reached 242 miles per hour in that stoop. Now they couldn't do what this guy is doing here today though. He's actually flying very close to all these obstacles, and even though he's not flying at 200 miles per hour, he is much more agile, really swift, and flying like I said, very close to everything around here. Simon's world is very different to ours. He's using his eyesight to find his food, and his eyes are incredible. He sees much more detail and definition than we do, so roughly something the size of a pigeon and about 3 kilometers away on the skyline. He sees a faster flicker rate of images, so even though this does look really reckless and like he's flying very close to everything, he can actually see very smooth images. So he can make a quick decision about whether or not to turn, so he doesn't crash. Woo! Just like that. Pretty cool, alright? He also sees multiple points of focus. Ooh, very close over your head there. So he can actually look at his prey and also the obstacles around him as well. And potentially look out for predators as well. He's a small bird of prey, things like eagles. And they're found throughout Europe and Africa. There's going to be lots of other large birds of prey that might be a threat to him. So while he's hunting, he's watching out for that as well. It's giving me a good time with it today. Now this is a fair game. Simon has won many times. But Lanner falcons are famous for their stamina and repeatedly attacking their prey over and over again. They're very stubborn. So that's what they would be doing with this tail kick, that's what it's called, over and over again. And he'll think about it as well. It's not random attacks. He's doing various different styles that he knows work best against me. So maybe using the sun today to blind his prey. He's got little built-in sunglasses, actually, darker feathers underneath his eyes that actually reduce glare. That's pretty handy for Simon. He might use the cover as well. He did a sneaky attack there earlier where he snuck up over the fence line. He might use you guys as well as cover. Things like that. And the further away he gets, the more speed he can build up as well. So really quite cool. Now Simon's biggest, oh my gosh, his biggest limitation, that was a nice one Simon, is actually overheating. And I can see Simon is actually panting now. So we're going to reward him for all of that work because he's done a really good job. Well done, Simon! He recovered his breath really quickly, didn't he guys? He stopped panting now. They really are the athletes of the bird world. They're so incredibly fit, really, really powerful. About 40% of his body weight is actually just his flight muscles alone. That really just goes to show how incredibly powerful they are. And that was sprinting, you know, for a few minutes. And now, he doesn't look very happy on the ground, does he, guys? He's kind of crouching. That's him actually trying to hide, make himself smaller. Generally, when falcons are hunting, they're actually going to drag their prey, once they've caught it, somewhere like that. And he is really a rock-coloured bird. He's got really good camouflage there. But he's not really well camouflaged here, so he feels exposed, especially because his style of hunting is so aerial. Everything will have recognised that. So we're going to give Simon the option of sitting somewhere safe, which today is my glove. That's the safest place for him to be now. So I'm going to do a little trade-off with him. I can't steal that leather pad off of him for nothing. I have to give him something in return first. Isn't that right, Simon? Good boy. And now he's hiding it as well with his wings. Can you see that? Covering it up. That's called mantling. So it's him hiding his prey, using his body as protection, essentially. And like I said, they're going to be sitting on rocks. So that's what keeps him really well hidden. Or keeps his food really well hidden. Now these guys are not native to Ireland, but Simon actually did come from Ireland. He was bred down the road, actually, just in Limerick, so he's a local enough bird. But they are found, like I said, throughout Europe and Africa. And it's really quite interesting because falconry is all about hunting to bring something back to your dinner table. But lanner falcons wouldn't necessarily have been traditionally used because lanner actually means cowardly. So they go after really small birds, things like starlings, maybe bats as well. And you know, those aren't things that you'd really want for your dinner table. But if you were hunting with a peregrine, which are found all over the globe, and we have those guys here in Ireland actually, peregrine falcons, you could catch something up to the size of a duck because they're hitting it at such high speeds. They're able to kill something a lot larger than themselves. So that's something that you would want for your dinner table. So you do that exact same principle, that trade-off, just like we did with Simon there. You trade off, give him something in return for whatever he has on the ground, and they'll always give up whatever they have, even if it's something smaller that you're offering, because they feel so exposed on the ground and they want to be somewhere safer. So it's a win-win situation there. For yourself and for your falcon. And traditionally people would have used saker falcons over 4,000 years ago now actually to catch things like pheasants. They're really, really incredible birds.
Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? So just a little thing about Jess, guys. He's going to land really near you. I know he looks so cute and cuddly, but even I don't pet him, okay? He's not actually... they're funny, the birds of prey, you know, they don't really get the whole affection thing at all, which is kind of funny for us as trainers because naturally we get very attached to them, right? We're like, oh, I love the birds, and they're just like, give me food, human, that's it. So yeah, there you go, Jess. So Jess is a barn owl, yeah, and barn owls are found on every continent in the world except Antarctica, so they're one of the more widespread species on the planet. Yeah, and this colouring that you see on Jess is pretty common for barn owls. You can get other colours as well, darker ones, like in Eastern Europe they have a brown-breasted barn owl. But yeah, this coloration is very common. And you can see I'm hand feeding him. Yeah, so he's been reared by humans, which is why he's screeching, right? Because in the wild he would learn, don't screech, because you're going to scare away all the mice and you're going to attract things that might eat you, so they stop screaming from a young age. They learn that. But here, they didn't have to learn that, you know, so he's like a little chick, kind of begging his mum for food, right? Even though he's 12 and absolutely fully grown. You can see my colleagues over there are doing a nice little jive. Oh, you missed it. Flash party! Sorry. So yeah, he screeches because he's asking for food. And I'm hand feeding him because he can't actually see very well in front of him. So I'll just bring him over here. Now, guys, do you mind if I walk up? I'll put my mask over, yeah? And on this side, I walk up as well. I might have to ask the crew in the middle. I know I seated you, I'm very sorry about that. Just because it's nice, I think, to be able, if you don't mind, I'll walk up among you. But we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So yeah, Jess's eyesight up close is... Hang on now, fix this book a bit better. It's very poor. He can't actually see his own feet in any great detail. A little bit sad for him, but that's fine because he doesn't know what he's missing, does he? You know. Oops, there you go. So he's got these nice whiskers in the front of his face. You can see that, yeah? Kind of covering his beak nearly. And that's just like on a cat. So he can sense what's in front of him. Because up close he can't see very well at all. He can see a bit further off, a bit better though. He can see in black and white, which is good for low light hunting. You might have heard that about owls, did you? That they hunt at when? Night time. Yeah, so it's funny about that actually, because even though their vision and actually their hearing is very well suited for nighttime hunting, they don't only come out at night. They will often come at dawn and dusk. And in the summertime, maybe they have chicks. And maybe the nighttime is actually very short, isn't it? Especially in the northern hemisphere. So they'll actually have to hunt during the day sometimes too. But as far as I know, they do prefer the nighttime. Don't you, Jess? We doing a little flight? Well done. So Jess is so reliable, guys. Like I said, he's 12. He's been doing this for ages, this routine. So he's really reliable at what he does. And he's an absolute star. So I mentioned his hearing there, guys. It's actually, this is what they rely on for hunting, is the hearing. Because like I said, you know, their vision isn't amazing. They have basically no sense of smell. So they need something, right? And that is hearing. So Jess's eyes are lopsided. One is high up on his head and the other one is lower down. Hey, we say goodbye to these people? He's just looking at my deep eyes like, oh, get a nice photo. Okay, very good. Now we're going to go down. We'll come up with you guys next. So yeah, guys, Jess relies on his hearing. Hey, camera. And the thing is, because his ears are asymmetrical, he is able to triangulate the sound, okay? So that means there's a triangle between one ear and the other ear and the sound. And this kind of mechanism allows him to pinpoint a very faint sound at a very precise location. So while you or I can tell, you know, reasonable hearing, general direction, you know, we're okay at hearing, right? He can pinpoint really faint things like a little mouse scuttling along at a very precise location. Light, right? But it's more suited for the day because there's light to be able to use their eyes. So different senses for different preferred. So he's got a heart-shaped face, doesn't he? It's very nice. It looks very cute, and it's flat. So you see the way he flies. He's kind of flapping. He's not fast like a falcon or something. His shape isn't designed for speed. He kind of flutters. You know, he doesn't go that fast. And owls will go from perch to perch, right? Not long-distance flyers. But the dish in his face is like a satellite dish, and it channels the sound into his ears. We've got other owls as well. They all have a facial dish. The great grey owl Jenny, she's a bit shy, but if you're lucky you might see her in the aviaries. She has a very large facial dish with his ears. Listen. Yay, caught the prey. Go Jess.
The next day.
So I was trying not to vlog so much. This is our room. There are 4 beds. And I love the vibe here. Because it's in a monastery. There's another cabin over there. We had that choice for that one. It's called the Waterfall Cabin. But it was too small for us, so we just picked this one. I just picked it. That's my bed. That's Stella's bed. She didn't really pick that. So yeah. And then we have these lovely little ocean and artistic things around the room, which I love. And nice mirror there. And little stove and book sets. And of course this is my favourite. It's a nice little ocean handmade little light shade. So myself and Elle found this lovely beach. Jamesy's being stubborn, as usual, because he wants Lal to be with him the whole time. And with a lot of encouragement and a few pulls, he does come with me. But I'm going to see Robin, so I'm going to go up here. Which I think is pretty interesting. You get to see everything. Come on, let's go. Jamesy, come on. Jamesy, stop it now. Just so cool. Here. Jamesy, come on. I'm gonna be soaked. Come on, Daisy. Daisy, come on. Daisy. Come on. Daisy. Come on, go up. Come on. Daisy. Come on. Come on. Come up here. This is so cool. Never actually been up on a cliff before like this on a beach. Come on, Jamesy. Jamesy is not being a good adventurer today. Come on, good boy. Come on. Come on, boy. Where are we going? Where are we going? Come on, mister. Up two. Thanks. Thanks for doing a few. Thanks. Come on. Up 2. Come on. Nearly there, boyo. Nearly there. Come on. Jamesy. I'm just nearly there. Come on. Jamesy. Come on. Oi. Good boy.
Meanwhile,
Nearly there, and he stops again. Come on, James. Jamesy. Yeah, Jamesy, come on. Jamesy. It's okay. Come on. Where's your sense of adventure, boy? Come on. Jamesy. I'm gonna fall down the cliff. Come on. Jamesy. Come on. James. Come on. Jamesy. It's okay. Come on. Jamesy. See where he... Oh my god. There's another side of the beach over there. My god. He wouldn't come down. Jamesy. Oh. That's so cool. Finally. Struggling off the cliff. I'm wet and I don't care. It's so nice up here.
early the next morning,
So the craft shop is over there. And then you just look here. And it's absolutely amazing.
a few moments later.
Lal, that's not a sheep, that's Jesus Christ up there. What? That's Jesus Christ up there. Sheep? Gosh, he's raising his hands out.
It's Jesus Christ, is it?
Yeah.
Goodness fucking sorry. I didn't. Looks like a sheep.
You actually thought that was a sheep though. So this is the Mindful Trail of Friendship and Hope. It was actually pretty cool. I've seen a few fairy forts here and there, but this was actually made from a primary school in Galway. So yeah, and as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Sorry it's so long. Just don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my videos every single weekend, and I will be up to date on my videos. So I shall see you guys for the next vlog that's coming next weekend. Bye!